Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 12 o'clock by my timing, so we'll get underway with this afternoon's proceedings, which is, of course, the sale by way of public auction of number 2A Aramoana Ave here in Devonport, situated on the beautiful, beautiful North Shore. My name is Andrew North, your auctioneer for this afternoon. Certainly my pleasure handling this afternoon's proceedings. I'm assisted by the Chief Marketing Consultants for the property, Maria Stevens on my left-hand side, Caroline Devereaux. Momentarily, I've lost her. Where is Caroline? She's out the front, just ushering the last of the guests into the property. She'll be joining us in a moment's time. And their manager, Kevin Hill, overseeing proceedings. Together we are your Harcourt's auction team. We're here to help you bid. We're here to help you buy. If you have any questions, well, please be forthcoming. We'll do our very best to help answer those questions for you. Of course, if we come to you throughout the auction just asking you the question of whether you'll pay a little bit more money today, well, I'd certainly encourage you to answer our question with a resounding yes, you will. If you do so, well, we'll all get on very well indeed today. Now, in relation to the property, I know that Caroline and Maria have provided to all interested parties the relevant and important information to help and assist you all with your simple buying decision this afternoon. That information tells you that number 2A Aramoana Ave is more formally described as being an estate in fee simple. We sell and offer to you all the very best parcel of land that New Zealand can provide, being some 608 square metres of land, more or less. Now, all that land situated on Lot 1 of Deposited Plan 19096, contained and described in Unique Identifier Volume 19A, Folio 972 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Staying with the offering and included in the sale are the stove, the fixed floor coverings or blinds, curtains and drapes, the light fittings, the heated towel rail and the dishwasher completes the chattels list. Possession and settlement date. Our owners are delighted to offer to you all a tremendous amount of flexibility. They've said if you need a short, sharp settlement date, they can accommodate with your requirements, some 42 days from today's auction date. If you need a little bit longer, they're happy to offer out to 120 days from today's auction date, and indeed any working day in that period, 42 to 120 days from today's auction date, you may nominate and our owners will fit in with your specific requirements. Let me now explain how the auction is going to be conducted. I sell today subject to a reserve price. Subject to that reserve price being met and reached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept will be the new purchaser. I'm going to nominate the incremental sums at which we move forward throughout the auction. I do have the right, and it is somewhat of a bizarre right, of being able to refuse any of your bids. I want to say up front, nice and clearly, it is unlikely that I will refuse your bids, providing they are, of course, made in the best interests of my owners and my sellers on a cash unconditional basis with all of your homework and your due diligence completed. Now, we have one potential phone bidder, Maria Stevens. If you see her bidding today, she's not bidding on her own personal account. She's taking instructions from her clients. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, there is somebody on the other end of the phone. If you don't believe me, you're most welcome to go over, say hello. I assure you somebody will say hello back to you. Want to make sure that we are fully disclosing the situation as it indeed is. I'm not aware of any Harcourt's agents bidding on behalf of clients at this stage. If that situation changes, I will let you know, as I am bound to do so. My owners also have the right to bid through the auctioneer. That clause dealing with vendor bidding. If you hear me say that I'm placing a bid for my owners, well, that is a vendor bid, and at that price point, I'm telling you that we are below the reserve price and that my owners are happy to stay and remain the owners of the property. Now, if you don't want me to vendor bid, all that means is that you have to bid, and I'm very happy, very comfortable you all observing that particular strategy. In fact, I encourage it. If we have any disputes throughout the bidding process, we'll just reopen the bidding at the last undisputed level. My owners do have the right to withdraw the property from sale at any stage without disclosing the reserve price, if any. And today's successful purchaser, well, you'll be found when the contract comes to my palm like so. I'll look at one lucky party, declare you our auction winner and the new owner of the property. I wish you all the very best, buyers. If indeed I do declare you that lucky person, well, by bidding today, you are then saying to me you'll do the following. Firstly, acknowledge receipt that you've been given a copy of our New Zealand Residential Sale and Purchase Agreements Guide. That's what the booklet looks like. You make that acknowledgement by signing the contract, which performs the dual function of also evidencing the sale. I then require you to declare your GST status and finally pay a deposit representing 10% of the purchase price. So buyers, those are the simple rules under which we operate. I know our current owners have absolutely loved their time, their tenure living in this particular property. You're seeing it at its absolute best here today. Not hard to envisage some wonderful, wonderful afternoons being spent in this particular area of the home. Not hard to envisage a wonderful housewarming party perhaps being spent here. Certainly Maria, Caroline and myself look forward to our invitation to that particular event. Inside, ladies and gentlemen, character, charm wherever you look, and all of those real estate cliches jump into my mind. Winner for the beginner, honey for the money. And in this particular part of the world, well, buyers, does it get any better? You buy not only a great home today, you buy lifestyle. You've got great schools, and I see a number of children here. Certainly I know our current owners' children have loved this particular area of the property, so you're serviced by some great, great schools. I was speaking to a young lad the other day, attended Bayswater Primary. He struck me as being very intelligent. So if you're interested in producing intelligent children, another reason perhaps securing ownership today. Close walk to some wonderful, wonderful beaches, and I keep going on about the Devonport lifestyle, but until you've lived there, till you've spoken to people that live here, you truly don't understand what it's all about. You will absolutely love it, buyers. I commend the property to you all. Now we need to work out, though, whose life we're changing for the better, who's sending out those housewarming invitations. I only sell to one. Who's it going to be? Buyers, in your hands, looking now for an opening bid or offer. Would somebody like to call me out a starting bid? I often find nobody wants to start, everyone wants to finish. It's incredibly hard to finish though if we don't have a starter. Where do we say go, buyers? In your hands. Who's got, I don't know, $200,000 to get me away? Would somebody like to say go at $200,000 or more if you'd prefer? No problems there whatsoever. 200 down the centre. We'll travel in 50s from there. Would somebody take me to 2.5 now? Looking now for a $250,000 bidder and buyer. Sir indicated some interest before. Surely I can tempt you in at $250,000. Just give me a nod, a wink, a wave. Won't take it the wrong way. 250 got it there first, though. That's what happens when you hesitate, have to pay more, but he's nodding now at 3, I'm assuming. 300,000, no, nodding the wrong way at 250. I'll go back to my starter. Sir, would you take me to 3 now? At 300, I'm bidding 350 now, and 4 if you like, sir, it's your turn. $400,000, don't even think. Well done, sir, at 400, you know it makes sense. 450 now. At 450, is it 5, sir, or more if you'd prefer? At $450,000 on my right-hand side. First time 5 at the back now. At $500,000, 3 in. I have no favourites. I like you all. Who goes next at 550 now? Good to see you all smiling, suggesting more money to spend. You just need to spend it now at 550. He spends it here. At 550 at the rear, would you say 6 now? 6. I'll tell you what, we'll go in halves, we'll go in 25. Take me to 575. Chippewa, she says yes at 575. Do the same for you, sir, or you can say strong in the 50s if you want. 600. 600's the bid. At 600,000, I'm bid now at $600,000. Start at the 25s at the rear. Keep them rolling. Would you take me to 625 now? $600,000 here on my right hand. I'll do a 10, sir. 610. 605, okay, take your 5, but remind you I'm still the boss. $605,000 is the bid at the rear. What would you like to call out, sir? Going in 5s if you like, and take me to 610 now. 610. 610 the bid. You started the 5s, keep them going, sir. 615 the next logical bid to make. At 610, all rights here on my right. She says yes. At 615 now and 20. Don't show weakness. Go straight back, sir. At 620, well done. 620? 620 the bid. At $620,000. Your turn, ma'am, at 625. 625. 625 now on the phone. Fresh interest, be reassured by it. Best commendation you can take. Somebody else sees value where you do. Good strategic bid at 625. Take me to 630 now. 630, don't hesitate. Just call it out nice and loud, nice and proud. Beg your pardon? 630? 626, okay, sake at 626, working unashamedly for my owners as long as we're going forward at 626.